There's a moment that happens in ADHD coaching sessions that doesn't happen as often in neurotypical client work. You ask a question, a good question, the right question for where the conversation has been heading. And the client gives you an answer that doesn't connect to what you asked, not because they misunderstood you, not because they weren't listening, because they're somewhere else at the regulation level. They're present, they're engaged, they're talking, and they are not available for the thing you just offered them. A coach trained primarily in content listening reads that as an unclear answer and tries a different question. A coach with a parallel track reads it as a state signal and changes the move entirely. Most of your training built one channel: what the client is saying, the story, the concern, the goal, the narrative thread you're tracking and reflecting back. That channel matters. Nothing I'm about to teach you replaces it. But there is a second channel running alongside it that most coaches have never formally named, and it changes what your next move should be more often than the first one does. That second channel is state. Not what the client is saying, what the client is able to do right now. Can they hold complexity? Can they sit with a question? Are they capable of deciding something? Or do they need to land before any of that becomes possible? In the coaching populations most of us trained with, those two channels run close enough together that content gives you enough information. The client who's talking coherently is usually available for the work the content points toward. ADHD breaks that alignment. The client can be articulate, sophisticated, genuinely engaged, and in a regulation state that makes the material unworkable. This module installs the second track. It's not harder to read than content. It's unlearned. And it starts becoming visible the moment you know to look for it. When you trained as a coach, you learned to listen to content, the story, the concern, the goal, what the client is telling you. That training was real and it matters, but it built one channel. There's a second one most coaches were never taught to name. The second channel is state, not what the client is saying, what the client can do right now. Can they hold complexity? Can they sit with a hard question? Can they make a decision? Or do they need to process before a decision is even available to them? That's state, and it runs parallel to content the entire session. Here's why this matters for ADHD coaching specifically. In most of your training, you worked with clients whose state and content tracked together. If the content was sophisticated, the client was probably in a place to work with it. ADHD breaks that alignment. A client can give you a brilliant, coherent account of a team dynamic, real insight, genuine engagement, while running on fumes from 7 back-to-back meetings. The content says, go deeper. The state says there's nothing left to go deeper with. If you only read the content, you ask the follow-up question. You get a surface answer. You ask another, same register. 20 minutes later, the session ends and the material never landed. Not because your questions were wrong, because the client wasn't in a state where those questions could work, or consider the opposite pattern. A client opens the session talking fast, jumping between threads, a work issue, a relationship, back to the work issue from a new angle. Your content listening instinct says, find the thread. But the state question is different. Is this engagement, or is this the client searching for ground? If it's search behavior, following the content just produces more of it. A move that addresses the state, something like, you've named several things. before we go deeper, what's the overall shape of where you are today? That lands differently because it meets the client where they actually are, not where their words suggest they are. Most training builds the content channel. This module builds the second one. Your client walks in and starts talking about a team dynamic. The account is coherent, insightful, well-structured. Every instinct you have says follow this thread, and that instinct is wrong. Not because the content is bad, but because you have no idea whether the person delivering it can actually work with it right now. Sophisticated content does not tell you the client is in a state to do anything with that content. Someone can give you a brilliant analysis of their leadership challenge while running on 4 hours of sleep after 7 back-to-back meetings. The words sound like readiness. The state is depletion. If you follow the content and ask the question the content is pointing toward, you get a surface level answer. You try again, same register. 20 minutes later, the session ends, and you're reviewing your notes, wondering why the material never landed. It never landed because the client didn't have the capacity to go where you were pointing. You read the words, you miss the person. Now here's one that catches even experienced coaches. A client opens a session talking fast, thread to thread, concern to concern, looping back, jumping forward. There's energy in it. It sounds like engagement. Your content listening instinct says, find the thread and follow it. But what if that rapid associative talking isn't engagement at all? What if it's search behavior? The client moving quickly because they can't settle, not because they have momentum. Those two things look almost identical from the content channel. From the state channel, they're completely different situations requiring completely different moves. This is what content listening alone costs you. Not every session, but consistently enough that you're making moves based on what the client is saying while missing what the client is able to do. So what happens when you read the content accurately but miss the state? You make the right move for the wrong moment. Your client comes in depleted. Maybe it was a brutal day. Maybe the week caught up with them, but the content sounds fine. They're talking coherently about a real issue. You hear the opening and you ask a powerful question. It's the right question. It follows the material perfectly. And the client gives you something back, but it's thin, surface. Maybe they pivot to a different topic entirely. That's not resistance. That's a system that doesn't have enough fuel to go where you're pointing. You ask them to do deep work when what they had available was shallow. The deflection isn't a coaching problem. It's a physics problem. Now picture the opposite. A client arrives talking fast, threading between 3 or 4 topics, energy high. You're trying to track the content and you offer a reflection. You name back what you're hearing, and they take your reflection and keep going. Faster now because you just gave them more material to spin with. Your reflection didn't slow them down. It fed the loop. The content move was clean. The state move was wrong, or this one. A client has gone quiet. Not the productive quiet, the shutdown quiet. And you hold the pause because you've been trained that silence is powerful. But this client isn't sitting in generative space. They're stuck. Your silence, which would feel like room to a regulated client, feels like being watched. The pause becomes pressure. 3 solid coaching moves, 3 wrong moments. Every one of them would have worked with a different state. The move isn't the problem. The read is the problem. I want to name something directly because I know where some of you just went. You heard read the client's regulation state, and part of your brain said, that sounds clinical. That's not my lane. Fair. And also, that's not what this is. You are not assessing whether your client is regulated or dysregulated in any clinical sense. You're not making a determination about their nervous system. You're asking one practical question. What can this person do right now? Can they sit with complexity? Can they make a decision? Can they tolerate silence? Or do they need something else before any of that becomes possible? That's a coaching question. You already ask a version of it with every client. You just ask it about the content. Is this client ready to explore this topic? What I'm adding is the same question aimed at the state. Is this client able to explore anything right now, regardless of what they're saying? Think back to that executive who came in after 7 back-to-back meetings. His coach didn't need a clinical framework to read that situation. She needed to notice that the answers were shorter than usual, more surface level, slightly disconnected from his normal depth. That's observable. That's in the room. She missed it because she was tracking the content, which was genuinely sophisticated, and she assumed the sophistication meant the client was available for the work. He wasn't. The calibration piece is where this gets practical. Once you read the state, the next move changes. You're not diagnosing anything, you're adjusting. The way you already adjust when a client walks in visibly upset and you set aside your planned question. Same instinct, applied with more precision and applied specifically to the moments where the content is telling you one thing and the state is telling you something different. That gap between content and state is where ADHD coaching sessions go sideways. Reading it is not clinical. It's coaching. It's just a part of coaching most of us were never taught to do deliberately.